everyone, and welcome to Journey with the Kellers. My name is Amanda Keller, and today we are at the Lego table. I said it again, table. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so today we are going to be building the Lego Disney Castle. So this is actually the newer version. There was a previous version that was released in 2016 and retired in 2022. And this is the new version that was released in 2023 and is still currently available. So this is number 43222. It retails for $399.99, brand new. You can probably now find it used and stuff on eBay and Bricklink if you want to try a used one instead and maybe get it a little cheaper. It does have 4,837 pieces. It is for 18 and up. There are 25 Lego bags in this all together. Okay, now we will also be doing two other videos that I'll be posting all of them at the same time. We will be doing this one of building this castle here. We will also be building the older castle that was released in 2016 at the same time. So I'll be releasing a video of that build. And then I will also be releasing a video of both of them being built at the same time, showing kind of bag for bag how they come together. Okay. So for this one, let me grab these over here. We do have 25 bags of Legos to go. There are 3 separate instruction manuals here. Pretty lot of instructions. Also 2 sticker sheets to go along with it as well. And then, so it has 25 bags, but some of those, there's more than one bag in each number. Like the number 1 bag starts out with 3 bags. Okay. So it's 1, 1, and 1. So I will be kind of doing all 3 of those bags before I come back and show you what it looks like when step 1 is done, or bags 1 are done. It also comes with just a small bag of a couple of little plates that don't have a number or anything on them. They're just plates that you would put in at different times during the instructions. Okay. So this one was released in 2023, about, I think it was less than a year after the 2016 one retired. This one, the old one I kind of think of as more of like the classic Lego Disney castle. This one is more of like what it was maybe for like the 50th anniversary or something. This is more of like the pinky and gray castle that they had recently. So I haven't looked lately. I don't know if it's still this color or not. I haven't actually looked to see. But yeah, so this was just, I think this was for the anniversary that they just did, where they had the kind of pink top on the castle with the gray bottom. All right, you guys, so we are going to get started with bag number 1, and I will be back to show you what we build with bag number 1 in just a minute.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you real quickly. This is the first step 1. This is 3 bags. So there was 3 bags to step 1, and then plus you're using these 2 plates here. So quite a few parts for step 1 on this. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'll be back as soon as I have this all together. Okay, you guys, so bag number 1 is done, and it started out by building Cinderella here. Oops, I got her arm kind of sticking up funny. And she's just in her blue dress. I don't see anything too spectacular about it. It does have some little stars and stuff on it. It kind of makes it shimmer a little bit in the sunlight, that's pretty cool. She does have a 2-sided face. Both sides she is smiling. This side with her lips a little bit open. The other side, they're not open. It's just smiling with a closed mouth. So that is the first part. The second part is building well, not the second part, it's part of the first part as well, but is building all of the base here. This was actually fairly easy because it used all of these square bricks. So you just had to make sure that you put things in the right hole of the brick, which was pretty simple because they lined up pretty good. And so here is the back of it. It's pretty stable feeling. I don't feel it flexing too much or anything, maybe a little bit, but not enough to like where I feel like it's going to fall apart or anything. So far it's great. We do have the start of the water here going underneath of basically like the steps or the bridge out front of the castle. So you have that going on here. And then we also have a little frog right here who is going to be, you know, probably outside of the castle by the water. So that is really cute. Okay. All right, you guys. So that is it for bag number 1. We're going to head on to bag number 2, and I'll be back as soon as that is done. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, you guys. So bag number 2 is done, and it started out with making little Prince Charming here. Not too much. She's got the cute little gold fringes on his shoulders. Of course, the double-sided face. This one, I kind of think he looks kind of smirky, which is kind of funny. And then as far as the foundation, we have basically put all of the plates on. We put this centerpiece in, which does spin. So you'll be able to have somebody on there spinning around. Then just quite a few little flowers after all of the plates were on. And that's pretty much it. So now it's just all basically one big flat piece. Basically, there's still not so much flatness, but yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on with bag number 3, and I'll be back as soon as that is done. Okay, guys, so bag number 3 is done, and basically it was building all of these windows here. So you have Tiana with the frog in this one. You have Cinderella with her pumpkin and her shoe in this one. You have Snow White here with her well, the rabbits, and then the apple at the top. And then this one is Rapunzel from Tangled with Pascal and the flower, and she's got a paintbrush because she's painting. So all 4 of those were stickers, so that used up our one whole sticker sheet. So it is now gone. And so now we have all these windows up. They've got flames around them for candles. We still have the stairs a little bit kind of set up, or the bridge, whichever one you want to call it. And so, yeah, so it is looking pretty good so far. So now we're going to continue on and get bag number 4 done. So I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys. So bag number 4 is done. Basically, it was adding this little section on here and this section here, and then putting all of this up here in. We also did a little sword in the stone, which is really cool. And then there's a little mop and bucket here. We got some candles that we put up as well. But yeah, so bag number 4, pretty easy. Just adding a little bit of sections on and things like that. So it is looking pretty good so far. Okay. I kind of like it. Yep. All right. I kind of wish there was something on this side of the windows as well. Like, I know you're probably not going to see them once it's done, but still, it would be cool. Okay. So now let's go ahead and get on with bag number 5. Okay, you guys, so bag number 5 is done, and we started it with a little Snow White here, who's got her white high collar on and her blue upper, I don't know, I think that's just a top with a yellow skirt. And then a little bit of the shirt and the skirt both have some sparklies in it. She does have 2 different faces, one with this one with her smiling with her mouth open a little bit. The other one, she's smiling, her mouth is closed, but her eyes are also closed on the one on the other side. Okay. Little bit of sparkles on the back. Okay. And then for the castle itself, we basically built these 2 side areas and all of this up top. We put the doors on and the curtains on. So the doors do open. Okay. So we got the doors and the curtains on. Then we have just put all of this on up here, up the top. Also put the railings on for the walkway here. And then the ends of the railings as well. Okay. And that's pretty much it for this bag. So we were going to go ahead and start bag number 6. And then I will be back to show you that when it's finished. Okay, you guys. So bag 6 is done. It started out with the prince from Snow White, who they call Prince Florian, but I don't really know if he has a name. I mean, they don't really mention it in Snow White, but Prince Florian is what they call him. And then the rest of bag 6 was basically just doing like decorative work. So we put all of this on the front, the clock tower, built the front tower up here. Other than that, yeah, just built this up more, as you can see. And that's pretty much it. So it was basically just putting all this front piece on and getting it on there. So it's looking pretty good. Okay, you guys, so bag number 7 is done. And basically that was building on this top platform onto here, and then all of these little pieces, and then also adding this decorative edge here. From the last bag, I didn't show this, but there's a nice little crown in the back of the front tower there. So that's in there. That's really cute. And yeah, so that was pretty much it. It was putting this platform on the top with all of these gray pieces and then just the decorative edge around here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to bag number 8, and I will be back as soon as that is done. We are also done with the first of 3 instruction manuals for this one. So I will be back as soon as bag 8 is done. Okay, you guys, so this is what we built for bag 8. So basically it looks like the start of some of the towers. And it was fairly simple for this part. I actually rather liked it. These are nice and stable on here. Everything looks pretty good. So yeah. All right, so now we're going to move on to bag 10. So I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys, so bag 9 is done. And basically it was finishing off the top of the towers, attaching them to the side of the castle, and then adding this top part on. So this is it so far. It's looking pretty good. So now we're gonna move on to bag 10, and I will be back as soon as that is done. Okay, you guys, so bag number 10 is done, and basically it was finishing off this tower. Now, this is done section by section. So this is a section, this is a section, this is a section, this is a section, and then this is put on with the flag separately, and this little piece is built separately. Most of it fairly easy, except this section right here. It's not hard to build, but it's a lot of pieces. And again, you have to get them angled right in there to get them to fit. And then I had a lot of trouble getting this section to connect onto the top of this one, because this here is really close. And see how those little notches there, you have to get it like just perfectly in between those. And it did still kind of, I had to like snap this back into place. It did still kind of bump it a little bit over. So that was the hardest part about this. But other than that, it was fairly easy. Just, once you've got these round pieces, trying to get them in the exact spot is a little bit more difficult than just the regular clicking of the bricks together. But this was the only one that I had a lot of trouble getting into its place. So, but yeah. So that is it for bag 10, and we are going to move on to bag 11. Okay, you guys, so bag 11 is done, and it was basically building the top part on this tower. Again, pain in the butt to get this on. This came loose. This came loose. I ended up having to pull this off in order to get this in. Now, I did find out that one thing I wasn't doing is there are flat pieces right here and right here to kind of help smooth that out. But I didn't see that when I put this one on, so I actually changed it so the flat piece was there. And then I made sure this one that the flat piece was there. And I think I forgot to put the flat piece on this one over here, so it kind of made it rough. But I did get it in there, and it's all connected. So I have that flat piece. I might just take it off and put the flat piece in there, right? But yeah, so that is done now, and we are going to move on to number 12. Okay, you guys, so bag 12 is done, and basically with that, we built this. So this is another start to another tower. This is the back of it here. We have put one sticker on, which is, oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong side, which is over here in this corner. So this corner over here has Mushu with the sword. And then the candelabra, it's got a fork in it, so it's supposed to be like Lumiere. And then this was the first sticker, was Mushu. Well, not the first sticker, but the first sticker of the second sheet. So that was Mushu there. Okay, so other than that, there hasn't been any other surprises. So this is it so far. So I'm going to go ahead and start bag 13 and I'll be back when those are done. Okay, you guys, so bag 13 is done. And for this, it was basically adding some of this on the top and then of course adding this tower over here. If you turn it around, inside of here now is also a little pumpkin, which is really cute. And so this was fairly easy, a lot of little pieces to put it together, but it was fairly easy to do. Just, you got to make sure you keep track of your pieces that you've used all of them, but so far so good. All right, so we're going to move on to bag 14 and I'll be back as soon as that is done. Okay guys, so bag 14 is done. And basically it was finishing off this here, putting on this little tower, putting the sides on to this tower and adding this top, and then attaching it to the castle. Once it was attached, then we built this little thing here and got that put up. So that's it for so far. And you can see here is the back now with that attached. And you can just kind of see the little hallway there. And then all the pumpkin, Mushu, and Lumiere. And then there it is. Okay. All right, you guys, so we're going to move on to bag 15. So I'll be back as soon as that is done. Okay, you guys, so that is the end of bag 15. So basically it was building this up on the top. This was a little bit easier to get on this time because this wasn't as bunched in there. It didn't seem, maybe because there was nothing really on this side to try to fit both sides in. So it could have been why. But yeah, so basically built the top to this tower, plus put the flag on there. The other thing we did was put the little tree down here, which is cute. And then this little flower decoration, which is kind of cool. It's kind of twisty and windy. And then these two trees here. So this is it so far. The whole front looks like it's pretty much built. This was also the end of the instruction booklet 2, and we're going to start book 3 now. And so, yeah, looking good. So I will be back as soon as bag 16 is done. Okay, you guys, so bag 15 is done for the 2023 version. Of course, the 2016 is still the same. So bag 16 was doing the top of this tower. This one did not seem as hard to get in, maybe because there wasn't anything on the other side. It was still a little difficult to maneuver it into the right spot, but we did build that whole top on there. Also, we added some a tree here, some trees here, and then also put in this cute little like flower decoration there, okay? For the 2016 version, the tower looks a lot the same, not exactly. This one, the 2023 version, they are a little bit more rounded here and they're a little bit more three-dimensional. This is flat, theirs are a little bit more bulky there. And then, so the towers are a lot alike. The outside though, there really aren't any decorations on the outside of the 2016 except for the little frog and stuff here. We don't really, it's just like a couple of rocks and stuff. We don't really have like any flowers or trees or anything like that. So far, honestly, so far the 2023 version seems better and a little bit easier to build. So we'll continue on with bag 16 and I will be back as soon as that is done. So bag 16 is done and it started out by making Prince Naveen. So he's got a cloth cape on the back, got some little I forget what they call those, on his shoulders, nice green shirt, little blue pants. He has a smile on either side of his face. One is big like this. The other one is a little bit different. And then a nice little set of hair there. Okay. Then this is what we built, which is looking like part of like the kitchen. So there's the stove with the pots and pans on it. Mosaic floor or black and white tile floor, or whatever you want to call that. Little seating area over here, and it looks, I'm not sure what this is going to be, something else, I'm sure. And so that was it for section 16, or for bag 16. Okay, so we're going to move on to bag 15 and I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys, so bag number 17 is done. And basically we were just adding more onto the kitchen. It also started out with Princess Tiana.
in her green dress with her yellow gloves and her little crown on her head. And of course she has two faces. Both of them are smiling. Just one's a little bit different than the other. Okay. And then we just added basically, I don't know, from about here up all the way across. And then finished this off as well. So we've got a nice little like cabinet with some dishes in it. It looks like Mrs. Potts and Chip there. There's a little sink. The stove was pretty much done the last time, just with the top over it now. Then put this little wall in and these arches, this table with the curtains. It's got a candle, some dishes, looks like a food tray and a wine glass there. Okay. When you turn it around, you just got the chimney starting for the stove and then this nice little window in back here. All right, so that is it for bag number 17. So we're gonna go ahead and start 18 and I'll be back once it is finished. All right, so bag 18 is done and it started out by making Flynn Rider. He's got a little satchel here with his little boots and brown pants. Little greenish vest. I put the little smirk on his face. The other side has a smile. He looks pretty cute. One of my favorite male characters, Flynn Rider. The other one would be Kristoff from Frozen. So then we have the part of the castle that we were building. So we added some more stuff at the top here. Put a top over this, and I'll show you in a minute what's inside of there. And then basically it was just adding some things up on the top. And then for in here, see if we can get this off here. So this one has a little picture of Mickey, a wand, and then actually a video camera is in there. What was supposed to be a video camera in there, you know, like what are the old style with the reels on it. So that's really cute. Okay, put that back on. Okay, so that's it for bag 18, and I'll be back as soon as bag 19 is done. Okay, guys, so bag 19 is done, and we started with a little Rapunzel here. And she's got a smile on both sides of the face, just different forms of the smile. She's got her purple dress on with the little sparkles, or I don't know if you call that sparkles, but decals in it. She's got the braided hair with, you can put flowers in her hair. Oh, and she's not snapped down all the way. I just saw that. And then we went on to continue on for this. Added this room here, which is kind of like a little Aladdin room. There's the genie lamp, the rug. Also has the rose from Beauty and the Beast and from Moana. Then have the little tangled room with the lights in the sky out the window. Looks a lot like the window that she sat in. And of course, there she is with her hair going down. And then we put the pillar on this side. And then the rest of it was just kind of bringing this up a little bit higher and bringing this all up a little bit higher. So we're going to start bag 20 and I'll be back once it's done. Okay, guys, so bag 20 is done. And it was mainly just kind of adding on extras onto the top here and filling it in a little bit more. So it was all of this up here. And that's pretty much it. It's not too much else going on right now. All right, so we are going to go ahead and start bag 21, and I will come back when that is finished. All right, so bag 21 is done, and we basically put on the tops to these towers, which actually looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. And when you flip it around, you have the bedroom from Walt Disney up there. You got a window up here at the top. And then this is, of course, where the next tower is going to go on top of the balcony here. And so that's pretty much it for bag 21. I think it looks really cool, actually. I like it. All right, so I will be back once bag 22 is done. So bag 22 was building the spinning wheel here, and then it does flip around and turn into the green smoke that comes out when she pricks her finger. So this is just a cute little compartment, and I like it with the little windows kind of around it and all of that. All right, so we're going to continue on to bag 23, and I'll be back when that one's done. Okay, you guys, so this was bag 23 of the castle. It's a little bit hard to see in there. It's a little dark, but you can see there's the
glass slipper in there on a pedestal, the mirror, and then of course the spinning wheel down there. So it's really cute actually. And the only thing I am missing one little piece here. I'm gonna look around and make sure that I didn't drop it somewhere, but I was missing this piece. I had this piece, but not this piece, so I'm missing one of those. But other than that, it's really cute with the little windows and all of that. So this is, when it gets done, is going to go up here on this balcony here. So we will get to bag 24, and I'll come back and show you guys what's happened with that bag. Okay, guys, so bag 25 is done, which got the entire castle done. So look at that. Isn't that awesome? So bag 25 was basically adding the top part on, and then of course attaching it to the where the balcony is right here, and then attaching the whole piece onto the back of the castle there. So that was bag 25, but it is completely finished. Oh, and then the fireworks as well. So we put the fireworks on it. I put all the minifigures on the steps here. Now we're gonna go ahead and turn it around and we can see it from the back. And so here it is, completely finished. There's the fireworks there attached, which looks really cute. And I will say this is it wasn't too difficult to make that one. It was actually kind of cool to make the top here. I kind of liked it. Oh, and then our last sticker, which there's one on each side. They're exactly the same as just this coat of arms here up here on the flag. So there's one on each side of the flag. But yeah, it is beautiful, you guys. I am loving it. Okay, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you like, or don't if you don't. We are going to be, I'm sure, coming back and building more Lego soon. I hope you guys enjoy your day, enjoy your Lego building, or whatever other hobbies you're doing or like to do. And we'll see you later. Bye.